Oh,
What is that range, bro?
An ally has been slain.
Any enemy of mine.
Shut down.
Enemy of my family.
Enemy double kill.
Not break out like thief.
Enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy
fucking gay ass nigger.
I got him.
Oh,
Stole.
Timothy with the snipe.
Oh, you can take him.
No, I'm dead, I'm dead.
Oh, okay. I was literally like, oh, okay, I can charm him and hold him there.
A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, hello.
Yo.
I'll be right back. I'm going to pee. headset off. Sorry about that. Back to League we go. 1 second. Answer one of my friends' questions quick.
Fear the power you do not see. Fight against the fool.
Keep an eye out for any mysteries. Welcome to your one-stop Yordle shop. I cover all your Spirit Blood Festival needs. Ooh, that's a favorite word.
See beyond our madness. I will rise above all
Wait.
that has broken our minds. Our allegiance must be
Minions have spawned.
to be
The
useful.
glaive obeys me.
Dear
Not
me,
the
I
will
was
of war.
enjoying
You have slain an enemy.
This is a race. It must be.
Not interested.
Aced.
The temple bound my darkness. I did not purge it.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
To slay an immortal is a fleeting victory.
Hope to see you again soon.
Slain. Destroyed a turret. Has destroyed a turret. Killing spree. A summoner has disconnected. Victory!
GG. Clapped all of them. Why did I only get one? Ended up pulling up Penta. That was pretty cool. Oh shit, don't tell me I'm not streaming. Oh, I am, thank God. Pulling up Penta, that was pretty. I've never played.
If you're buying, I'm in.
You know what? I've never played this champion before, but we're gonna try it because he looks like he matches me. We're pretty big guys. Dude, hillbilly, that's perfect. There's no he's a terrorist on the battlefield.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss. First blood. Minions have spawned.
Need some grog.
spree. Shut down.
No idea what I'm doing, but it's fun.
Shut down.
Okay.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Don't get pushy.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed the turret. Your team has destroyed the turret. Rampage.
Need some grog.
Victory!
Oh, that was pretty fun. Pretty cool. Oh, my light went off again. Why is this go? Wish this would stay on. Considering I've never played this champion before, I thought I did pretty good. 11-11.
Not gonna get it for like 2 days. The reason why I've been so iffy is because of the cost. It was pricey. Now, before you guys freak out, no, this is not making me go broke. Okay? Be aware, I am still
very fine
So look out, chat
financially.
now, Embers. Even more deadly cheer 100.
Thank you, Shadow. Just like be aware, this is not going to break me. I am still totally fine financially. Okay, this does not even come anywhere even remotely close to breaking me. But it was a lot of money. And that's why I've been holding off for so long. But I decided today I kind of have to. My HOTAS is... Nah. Well, Hopper, I missed the Black Friday sales. Although I probably wouldn't have actually gotten all that much off of it considering the price. It comes with a built-in warranty. Any device comes with a dog. So I took the plunge and I bought it. This is an actual good quality HOTAS. So I now am going to have an actual good quality HOTAS. And I should be getting it in like 2 days. So, and Shadows, that is my plan. My plan is, come tax time, I'm going to bring that with my receipts and try to get it written off on my taxes, because obviously I'll be using it on stream. So, yes. It's just, it was a big expense. You guys know how I am about big expenses. I've been back and forth on this for months. And I decided today, I'm doing it. And so I did it. It's be here in 2 days, and hopefully maybe I'll have it hooked up so that I can, you know, use it on Thursday. Bring new Purple? Yeah, that's like I was looking at Purple too. Purple was actually more expensive than the VKB. It was like combined a strong on the stick. Purple was actually more expensive.
When HOTAS equipment wears out, you got to enjoy it.
No, and it's well, and it's also the Thrustmaster makes like good basic ones. They don't. Thrustmaster's not last. Oh, really? It's the other way around for you? Oh, I looked up Purple Dead Star, and it was actually more expensive. And yes, I'm able to get that fast because there's maybe and thank you very much. So, yeah, that's why I titled the stream that way, because, like, that's basically what was going through my head the whole time. You prefer the Purple Throttle? I don't have experience with either the Purple Throttle or the BKB, but I do know that, like, the people in the racks that I talked to about the HOTAS say either BKB or Purple, and... Let the world know. Like, would you guys please? Oh, I'm fine. I promise. I promise. I'm fine. No, big dog. I did not get pedals. Thank you, Leo. Dragon Rider. 1,000 biddies. Dragon Maria, I'm gifted so much. Also, guys, thank you guys so much. Seriously, but I promise you. Okay, I give you my promise. Buying this whole cast is not like damaging me financially, okay?
Cheer 100.
Hey, guys.
Well, they did say the plus will. They never claimed the last visit to cheer 100.
Thank you, Revan. Yo, I promise you that, like, my heart dropped myself off because, like, spending that all on money was still a shock to me, and I think it all was Thank you, Night Egg. Thank you. Actually, I do want to try and play a weekly night. I do want to try and you know, re-secure my 75 75% on the ranking board for the CG. So I was thinking I'm going to I was thinking I was gonna try and jump into Elite tonight, but there's things we gotta talk about
An ally
first.
has been slain.
And Bismarck Boy, thank you for the follow. I know, Sanix. I know. I know it's a good decision. It's just that you see the price point, and like my heart just drops. It's just. Oh,
the path?
God. But enough about that. No, Stefan. No death for the dust. Stop it. No, there's something important to talk about. I got killed in this. There's something important to talk about because we have additional fallout from everything that happened yesterday and you know with the streamer awards and with everything and the fallout from it. There's like more stuff has been coming to light that I was unaware of. And it needs to be stopped. But first and foremost, I just got this in my feed. Well, you know, it's a shit show about like primarily overall the streamer award was a train wreck. Let me put it that way. The streamer award was conducted very unprofessionally. It was an absolute fucking train wreck as a whole. Like, nobody knew what the fuck they were doing. And this is hopefully, like, what, the fourth or fifth time Chibi-san, I think it's like the fourth or fifth time Chibi-Cinderella at least has put this on. And it was, like, the way it was conducted in general was horrible. It was just that it's the fifth time. Okay, fifth time. Like, no one knew what the fuck they were doing. Technically, like, it was all over the fucking place. Yeah, the song editor was helping during the show. They were putting up supposedly streamers on a screen and just showing random people. Like, they did, like, Hololive and just some random guy appeared on the screen. It was just, like, the entire thing was a train wreck. But it was the VTubers that got bitch slapped. Yeah, Mars, yeah. VTubers really got bitch slapped by the streamer awards yesterday. It's like, the streamer awards made it very clear that LA streamers, LA Basecamp streamers, the pretty people, hate VTubers. They made it very, very clear that they hate VTubers. They have zero respect for VTubers, and they hate the fact that we as streamers are impeding into their space and basically taking their audience from them. They made it very fucking clear that they hate the fact that people are finding VTubers more entertaining than them, and so their audience that they've basically made a career on are starting to go to VTubers. And they exemplified this hate during the streamer awards. They made it very clear. I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to tell you how. First and foremost, I have not actually seen this yet, but apparently this popped in my feed today. That apparently there is a clip. I have no idea if this is going to be anything or if this is going to be nonsense. I don't know, but I'm trying to find out curious. Apparently, First Peanut caught a ban back in January this year. He caught a ban for this. I have no idea what it is, but I am curious what the fuck ban is.
Oh my god! Where's all this back?
Is that it? Okay, so that was nothing. Yeah, he said the F word. Okay, that was nothing. Honestly, that was nothing. Out of all the shit you've been hearing, that is the all that. That, no big deal. That was no big deal. Yeah, Twitch being glitched, that is, like, oh, our resurface glitch of Peanut saying the F word.
Double kill.
No, but okay, no big fucking deal. No big deal. That's nothing. But okay, here's the one that I caught this morning. Rima Epistar tweeted this out. I was unaware of this, and I saw this, and I was pissed. So for context, Rim says, I thought an award show was supposed to celebrate content creation, freedom of expression, and creativity, which is what Cutie Cinderella said at the conclusion of the Streamer Awards. She was like, I made this show to work togetherness, so everybody can just come together and like basically did a whole fucking kumbaya thing at the end of the Streamer Awards. And thank you, Chef. Thank you very much. So yeah, Cutie Cinderella said did this whole kumbaya moment at the end of stream. So why do you have someone who clearly looks down on VTubers because at the VTuber category, it's not even what she said, it's how she said it, and it dripped with content. Haters mad can stare slow to each childlike wonder. Now, first and foremost, I will point out, I have no fucking clue who this bitch is. Okay? No clue. I have no idea who she is. Quite frankly, I don't care. Don't know who she is. Don't care who she is. All you need to know is what she says and how she says it. Yeah, if people on stage, others go through their fanny things thrown out, but yes. Oh yeah. Oh, exactly. Oh yeah, exactly. It's a fucking shit show. But listen, this is the person that is basically presenting the VTuber Awards. Listen to what she says and how she says it.
I'm super excited to present this next award. The 5
Does not give a fuck. Listen to it again. She gave less than a fuck. She was probably offended. She looked like she was offended to even be there in the first place. Just listen to this. Does not care. Does not fucking care. I don't even think it's a script, Raven. Maybe it is, but here's the thing. She could have presented it nicely. Is there any better example of how the LA streamers hate VTubers? Any bigger example? This right here is the perfect example of how basically everybody in the VTuber world, minus Connor, of course. Because the people on the don't give a fuck about VTubers. They hate VTubers. She did not want to be here. She did not want to be presenting this award, and the disdain that she has in her voice is megaphone loud. And I don't know who the fuck this cunt is. No clue who she is. Don't give a fuck. I do not fucking care who she is. What I am gonna call out is Cutie Cinderella. I am on screen, and I will probably post this on YouTube tomorrow. I'm going to call out Cutie Cinderella. This was your show, Cutie. This was your show. You organized it, put it together. This is on your fucking shoulders. That this person came out to present the VTuber Awards and said her little script with the utmost disdain and contempt for VTubers, showcasing that she and you, absolutely the same VTubers, that you hate VTubers, and you did not want VTubers even to be a fucking part of this streamer world. The only why Cutie Cinderella included VTubers as a category and in any of the awards is because, especially with Mousy, if she didn't, you would have a fuck ton of people on Twitch that would have backlashed the shit out of her. And probably never, not even watched it and dogpiled her on Twitter. That is literally the only reason why there is a VTuber category and why Mousy and Connor were in the collab. Because I will remind you, those are the only 2 sections that actually had. No, I don't count Peanut in the other category that he's nominated because he doesn't consider himself a VTuber. If he doesn't consider himself a VTuber, then fuck it. I don't fucking care anymore. But literally, there is no clear evidence that Cutie Cinderella, this cunt, and all the other LA streamers, hate VTubers, have disdain for VTubers, and don't like the fact they don't like the fact that we are on the same platform as them, that we are taking more and more of their audience. They fucking hate us for it. They hate the fact that people are more entertained by VTubers than your vapidness of sitting behind the camera looking pretty and not talking about anything and just basically exposing your wealth and saying, love me because I'm pretty and rich. And people are realizing that dumbasses like you are boring. That nobody wants to watch your stream, nobody wants to contribute to your stream. And guess where they're going? Yes, correct. Actually, Leauge is up to best artist. My mistake, I forgot about that. So yeah, one other VTuber, one other VTuber was in one other thing. Still didn't get nope in Marvel Rivals one, point that out. But it's because they hate us. The LA streamer scene, all Cinderella and all of her vapid moronic friends hate VTubers. They hate that we're in their space. They hate that their audience is starting to matriculate over to us because we're actually entertaining. We actually entertain. And so instead of sitting on screen watching some pretty vapid dimbo just yammer on about nothing or drama farm or fucking gay, you're going to the VTuber. Have fun. To engage with your audiences. Talk with them. Actually do fun things that involve the audience, like play games or talk to them, things like that, and actually entertain their audience. And they're starting to take views away from the LA streamers, and they hate us for it.
Tier 100.
And this is the perfect example of this is the poster child for the LA streamers hating VTubers. Right here. Again, if one of you guys know what this bitch's name is, please feel free to tell me. I have no fucking clue who she is. I just know shit that she is like she's probably forced to be here. She looks like she wants to be anywhere else but on the stage announcing the VTuber award. Announcing best VTuber. It's Kyobot. Cutebot? Oh, okay. Well, whatever the hell her name is. Yeah, basic bitch number 367. That doesn't want to be here. Bravo, cutie. Bravo. You really put together a banger of an award show.
There's a reason we are
yeah, I wanted to pull this off because this is just this is it. This is the face of the Streamer Awards when it comes to VTubers. This is why VTubers got royally screwed this year in the VTuber Awards. This is the face of it. This is the attitude of literally everyone that was in that amphitheater with the exception of C-Dog. C-Dog, obvious reasons I do not include in this because he's best friends with Mousy. C-Dog is like,
Be real. Let's be real. It's a bunch of rich, narcissist
woke retards congratulating themselves. It is a nothing. Edited by Hassan's editor? Of course it was. It's that nightmare party. It's a little avatar.
Streamer cooks. Drama stole the streams. You the Roman hasn't stopped.
Oh. Oh.
Lurches on his streamer cooks and Sonic cars.
Yo. Yo, gamers, how are we doing today? Nux, congrats on winning VTuber of the Year. Thank you. I am, in fact, a peanut. That's true. That's true. For all you know, we're the same guy. True. Yo. Nux, do you feel like VTubers got robbed? No. No, he literally is a VTuber. What do you mean? He's a virtual tuber. He's a guy that used a little avatar type thing to represent himself. Who cares? Who cares that he doesn't look like an anime guy? That's like some boomer logic. Yeah. Streamer Awards lore. Yeah, we might be covering the Streamer Awards later. In fact, we probably will. We probably will be covering Streamer Awards today. Yeah. What's your opinion on the Nyara and Leaflet debate? Bro, it's the 3 hour, it's a 4 hour long video. I'm not watching it. It's not happening. I can't. Bro. Dude, the trans debate ended last year. All right, the trans debate's over. All right, I don't need to hear trans debates. Like, what are we doing? What are we, like, are you kidding? Are you serious? Bro. The trans debate, bro. The trans debate's the stupidest thing ever. And you're all retarded. You have mental illnesses that are being affirmed to you, and you're obviously mentally ill. That's why you keep killing other people and yourselves. I'm sorry. It's sad. I have zero hate to people that call themselves transgender. I don't hate them in any way. I just think they're delusional, and there's no discussion that needs to be had.
I'll be right. Minions have spawned.
So yeah, the 4 hour trans debate, I'd rather shoot myself in the nail. Yeah, I saw that VTuber drama with the peanut guy. Dude, it's get upset over things. Let me explain something, okay? The Streamer Awards show is a bunch of rich douches giving awards to themselves, okay? Alright, let's be real. Let's be real. It's a bunch of rich, narcissist, woke retards congratulating themselves. Oh, thanks. If he quits, he's letting them win? Literally, no. He's only quitting his live show. He's quitting. Alright? Like, I don't think people realize that a live stream on Rumble is not exactly, in my opinion, the breadwinning content that he's actually making. Rumble, not this guy. Alrighty, alright, one chapter of Bible before we get started. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Jiggles, thanks for the 500 bits. And Albedo Jones, thanks for the sub. And Floppy Pancakes, thanks for the sub. Irony Dog. What's up, the doctor today? We're starting off with the Nick Fuentes, Piers Morgan. I heard it was awesome. No, check out my I might. Alrighty, Genesis chapter 16. Alright, that's what we're up to. Michael, and Ishmael. Oh boy, oh me, oh my. Now Sarah, Abraham's wife. She had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So Hagar wasn't only a slave for the record. This is going to be diabolical. Hagar was also the princess of Egypt, daughter of the Pharaoh, and he gave her as a slave to Abraham. Abraham, before getting her having children, was my slave, grabbed her and built a family through her. honestly such a sad moment. Sarai at this point was old. And had no kids. Abraham agreed with
Has been slain. Enemy triple kill.
a kid with my slave. Like, because I'm not bearing you any children. Abraham listens to his wife. Alright? Listens to his wife, man. And then she's like, bro, you're responsible for this. Anyway, I the Lord judges between you and me. Now, the reality is, before we get into this, because I see a lot of people in my chat being like anti-Sarai here. You don't know how much he's hurting. You have no idea how much he's hurting. I feel like totally unfair to judge. Totally unfair to judge. I think people don't recognize how horrible it is for a woman to get married. It's the worst thing that can happen to a woman. Like, it's horrible. So no, I literally, and then immediately gives says, no, maybe you should sleep with my slave instead, so you can still have a house and a family and a legacy.
Celebrating.
You can see immediately as a child. Yeah, anyway, your slave is in your hands, Abraham said. You would do what you best. Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. Now, the following is incredible. That is beside the road of Shur. And he said, Hagar. Remember, this is an angel talking to Hagar, a slave, alright? Slave of Sarah. Where have you come from? Where are you going? Sarai. And the angel of the Lord told her, go back to your mistress and submit to her. The angel added, I will increase your descendants so much, they will be too numerous to count. And now there is 2.5 billion Muslims. Because Hagar, the mother of Ishmael, is great-grandpa of Islam. Yep. Well, the blessing has come true, ladies and gentlemen. Diabolical. Anyway, the angel of the Lord also said to her, you're now pregnant, you will give birth to a son, named Ishmael. Well, that's where we're at. The Lord has heard your mission. So, these are interesting. I feel like, it doesn't work as well in the English version. In the Hebrew version, it's much cooler. You shall name him Ishmael, so the Lord has heard of your mercy. Ishmael is, man hears God. Ishmael, man hears God. So, the Lord has heard of your misery. So, that's why anyway, he will be a wild donkey of a man. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Bro. His hands will be against everyone, and everyone's hands against him. He will live in hostility towards all his brothers. Bro! Wow, this age is so incredibly well, man. That's
bullshit.
Wild. Listen, I am not talking, God said it, not me. Alright, this was an angel, alright? The angel said it, okay? You are the God. Where she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. That is why the well is called Be'er Lahai Roy. Alright, Be'er Lahai Roy. Alright, the one who sees me. But it is here between Kadesh and Eretz. So Hagar bore Abraham a son, and Abraham gave the name Ishmael. Sarah was born. Abraham was 86 years old when Hagar bore him. So remember, first of all, incredible foreshadowing to specific geopolitical situations in modern day. Also, and refused to marry someone else. Actually, had love his wife Sarah. Dude, what an incredible story. And there's so much like it's so interesting. So was fit for that child. That's the next really cool thingo. And I think another really cool thingo, and I think of this all the time. There's a story in the Talmud about a guy who met a demon. And he was like, "You're telling me the slave of Abraham met an angel? And I'll meet a demon? That's the best we could do here?" And I think it's a really telling story. You know, we look at these people, but ultimately, understand how incredible in the biblical canon that we're still talking about them today. But anywho, so yeah, that was chapter 16. Pretty cool. Chapter 17 is gonna be the cooler. All right, see you the next one. Bye.
Jesus be.
All right, here's only 86. All right, shall we Nicholas Lynch's Lots to do. Oh boy. Battle of the Tards. This is gonna be crazy. Oh boy. Did you see what happened in Nashville? No, what happened in Nashville?
Exemplary.
Hell.
Killing spree.
Bill. Nashville is violating your order to remove political signage from roads. They have a massive BLM transgender mural across the roads.
An enemy has been slain.
Hurricane?
Aced.
I don't know. Don't see anything. Alright. Which borough of New York City do you think has the best pizza when you lived there?
Only fools.
An enemy has been slain.
Brooklyn.
Shut down.
Brooklyn is the best pizza.
Enemy
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, shall we go? Are we ready? Are we ready, everybody? They're trying to clean Samus from Metroid to Train. What are we doing? Pineapple on pizza? Alright, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna ruffle a couple of feathers. But when pineapple is on pizza, it needs to be covered in a shit ton of chili pepper. And that is amazing. But just plain pineapple on pizza is dog shit. That's my hot take. That's the hot take of all time. Like if you just put pineapple on regular pizza, dog shit. But if you also put chili peppers, it's great. Alrighty, moving on.
ally has been slain.
Let's finish this quickly.
An ally has been slain.
Honestly, that's not even wrong. It's really good. But general Jew food is just like potatoes. So, you know, I'm not like, you know. Alrighty. In the oven. What about it? What is chicken? That was chicken soup. Bagels are just round bread. All right. Anyway, bro, that's not real food. Bro, you're not gonna be like, oh, but Jews have bagels, bro. It's just round bread. Matzah is goated. It quite literally isn't. The Bible limits your palate. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. What's gefilte fish? Gefilte fish. Let me explain gefilte fish. Dude, I feel like this is a tangent, but it's important. It's important for all of you to know. So gefilte fish. Let me show you a picture of gefilte fish. So bad. So bad. Alright, so this here is gefilte fish, right? Alright, so this is gefilte fish. This is one of the worst foods of all time. I'm not gonna lie. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. It's just like a fish patty. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's a nightmare. It's an actual nightmare. It's disgusting. But now let me explain to you. Alright? Explain to you why gefilte fish exists. So Jews in Europe were super poor. And essentially, they weren't able to afford, like, expensive fish, like salmon, for example. Alright? Or tuna. So what they did is, they got all the dog shit leftover crap that after the fish store basically sold out all their slop. Alright? And they take the remaining fish guts and they smush it together. And that was gefilte fish. And it's terrible. It's really bad. It's really Yep. I've eaten it.
I didn't get my lunch.
More than once. Yes, sir. They still sell this? Unfortunately, they do. They do! And it's not good. It's not good. A little slice of carrot. Otherwise, it's just a white blob. This is diabolical. It's a health violation, bro. It's really not good. They're like with red Is it in salt water or oil? Brine. It's a nightmare. It's the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. It was literally how poor Jews survived. They caught him. Well, damn, that's crazy. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, okay. Salted fish nuggies. I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna ruin your day. It's actually not salted. It's actually kind of like sweet. They put in sugar. It's actually sweet-ish. It's terrible. It's so bad. Bro, my grandma remember making back before the Holocaust. And like to kind of remember her old home and her family to make gefilte fish in the modern world, right? In the new world of America. She was out there making gefilte fish. You know? And it was really not good. It was really not good. The trick is to cover it with as much spicy shit as you can so you don't taste the fish anymore. That's it. So like I'd go to my grandmother's and I'd be like, oh, do you also have like, I don't know, wasabi or something? You just slather it with all the spicy shit so you don't even taste it. Do you have like horseradish?
Fucking wow.
You just slather it with all that. Oh wow, this is taste the fish anymore. Wow, grandma. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright. Didn't cover the typical shooting yet. I talked about it, but there's not really enough for like a video. It's just a really terrible situation.
Aced.
Shame on everyone that was saying on Twitter that Tim Pool faked it, by the way. Shame on every single one of those guys. What about brisket? Brisket's the worst meat. Brisket's the worst meat. It's dry as shit. It's like you take a big chungus of meat, and you drop it, you put it in the oven, and it dies. It kills itself. You have to cook it low and slow. Yeah, but literally every other cut of meat is better. Not when well made, bro. Most brisket, most chuck roast is better. Most burger is better. Okay, right? So, like, with all due respect, now you're just rage baiting? Yes, I am. Alrighty, and it worked too. Okay. Alright. You guys are easy. You guys are easy. How Jews invented the sandwich? How do you respond? That's actually true. That's actually true. I love beef of all shapes and sizes. You're gay. But also true. Beef is awesome. Jew propaganda? Yeah, Jews invented sandwiches. Fact check, true. Do you know that sandwiches are actually mentioned in the Talmud? Bet you didn't know that. The Talmud mentions sandwiches. It might be the earliest ever mentioning of sandwiches in all of literature. Bet you didn't know that one. Alrighty. Jews invented food. Also true. No, I'm kidding. Alrighty. No way. Yeah, no, really. Yeah. Talmud said they have to be made by women. It doesn't directly say that, but obviously they're made by women. Who else would make sandwiches? Okay. Alright.
Your inhibitor is
Food is a Jewish psyop? No, that one's actually real. This is the most viral debate on the entire internet right now, and honestly, everyone in my chat is going crazy telling me to watch it. Honestly, Piers Morgan brought Nick Fuentes on his show, and this is cinema. I knew it was going to be amazing, and I'll tell you why. Because these are two very liberal people having a debate, a meeting of the mind. Two liberals, all right? Two leftists. All right, this is going to be insane. So, essentially, Piers Morgan posts this post of himself looking all and Nick Fuentes looking whimsical. Nick Fuentes responds with Piers Morgan looking like a fucking norb. And realistically, that's as good as the debate is probably going to get. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. So I'm going to give you all the lore that happened over the last, 2 days. About Nick Fuentes and Nick Fuentes. The reason why there are multiple reasons, but this is a video of Nick Fuentes on January 6th, 2021, the Capitol riot, of Nick Fuentes directly telling his followers to break down barriers and disregard the police. So the obvious question is, how is it that this dude was never arrested or charged, and so many of the January 6th guys were actually arrested? There was also this entire thread that came out talking about how the reason why Nick Fuentes gets so much traction on Twitter and other platforms is because bots are like from foreign governments. Are pushing him, and it's this whole thing. And I'm only showing this because people ask me about it. You know what my personal opinion is? My personal opinion is that Nick Fuentes is not a fan. I think he's a genuine guy. What a lot of people are not willing to mention, and this is true, is that Nick Fuentes is actually a Jewish agent, alright? Which is why we'll be calling him Shlomo from this moment forward. So I am very excited to show you that I actually predicted how this debate was going to go. So I'm very excited to see. If I was correct with my prediction. I'm going to show you this little clip. This is clip for me a few days ago on my stream, and I'm very excited to see if I'm accurate. All right, honestly, because I know he's going to have Nick Fuentes, and I'm just predicting what that debate is going to be like. All right, I'm predicting the debate. The debate is going to say they're going to be. You're clearly anti-Semitic, Nicholas. Nicholas, you're clearly anti-Semitic. I've seen a clip of you saying you wanted to execute the perfidious Jews. And then Nick is going to be like, well, actually, it was hyperbole. It was actually hyperbole. I wasn't actually intending to do anything like that. You said to your face, do you disavow your previous statements? Do you disavow it? Why don't you disavow it? I'm not going to disavow it because, honestly, it's a joke, and I don't care. You can't censor me. This is quite hateful and bigoted, young man. You are hateful and bigoted. You are bigoted and hateful. Right, so my prediction is that is going to be the entire debate. We're going to watch it. It's going to be exciting. To be honest, I expect this to just absolutely destroy him. Realistically, this is kind of how I think it's going to go. I want to make this very clear. I'm dropping my predictions now because this debate just happened an hour ago. So definitely not pre-watched. But this is how I think it's going to go.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Alright, I want to make it clear that is exactly how I expect this to go. He's going to be like, Nicholas, are you racist? And Nick is going to be like, yeah, I am racist. Whatever. That's my prediction. Alright, lock in. This is going to be diabolical. A lot of people are saying, we hate both of them, or we love both of them, or we love one of them. My stance is simple. My stance is I go where the retards are. And I'm very excited to do it again. Nick is going to obliterate this guy. He's going to hit him with like the boomer. You're actually racist and it's over.
Times reader, APR fan, Daily Wire subscriber, or an avid consumer of all things Tucker Carlson. For several months now, there's been no avoiding the subject of Nick Fuentes. And let's be clear, the main reason you're hearing about him is because he's popular. A large number of people, especially young men, are interested in what he has to say.
Yeah.
What that says about our society and our culture is the subject of ferocious debate. For many people, it's a great indictment of an insidious immorality. For others, he's a product of a culture which has turned on its own and left many young people feeling listless and bitter.
I mean, that's just objectively true. The reason why people watch Nick Fuentes is because the community has, the country absolutely shits on young white men. It's super obvious, actually. Are you kidding me? It's so obvious. Of course that's why he's popular. You failed white men, and now you've created Nick Fuentes. This is all your fault.
Under a litmus test for right-wing hypocrisy on free speech or American talking manifestation.
Hypocrisy? Hypocrisy?
Or where the line should be drawn. I've actually fostered amount of airtime that's been spent advocating evidence for his ideology to his sexuality and whether anyone should actually talk to him at all.
Bro, he's gonna ask me. Oh my god, how long is this introduction? Holy shit, there's no way. How long is he gonna do this? Nick Fuentes responds to double game, shows background, acts. Bro, he spent 20 minutes on Nick Fuentes' background before even getting into it? I know his background. Nick Fuentes started doing politics, he got backstabbed by Jews, and then he started blaming everything and humanity on Jews, okay? Alright, so, here, 1856, asked Nick Fuentes if his father's views made him racist. Bro's bringing up his father? Bro, that's some slimy shit. That is some slimy shit. That's what you're starting.
You said this. We're looping. You said this.
No, but you haven't really directly, I think, responded to it, which is whether your father would not take you to
Don't skip. I'm just skipping the intro. I'm going to watch the whole rest of it.
Restaurant chains because he associated with black Americans. Is that true?
No, well, see here, if you're in America, you would say that Olive Garden is not real Italian food. Applebee's, TGI Fridays, and stuff is a load of crap. My dad was just a food snob, but no, it's got nothing to do with that. My best friend in first grade was a black guy. We're not a racist family, so.
Okay, so when you told the story, I'm just curious. So when you told that anecdote, which clearly on the face of it is racist, right? You're basically saying your father made racist decisions about where you would go to family to eat.
Well, when I go to the Japanese guy, I'm immediately gonna think it's gonna be bad. Okay, this isn't being racist, all right? This is just I want to eat good sushi. Okay, like you got it. Like people are. That's why the boomers can never. They're so afraid of being racist. They're gonna actually go against reality.
are you saying? Well, I'm just going to ask a question. Are you saying that when you told that story, you didn't mean to infer that he was racist? And do you understand why, when somebody like me reads that anecdote for the first time, as I did this week, I reach a different conclusion?
Well, I understand what you're doing, which is a sort of making of a murderer. How did he become racist? Well, his father didn't eat Olive Garden because he said that's not real Italian food. Hang on, can I? With the interruptions, can I explain?
I'm literally reminding you of something you said on your show, which led me, to conclude a certain thing. I'm wrong, tell me.
Yeah, it was said in jest as a humorous anecdote, and now you're trying to spin it into a narrative, which is his parents are racist. He comes from a long line of racists. And I think everybody knows my parents are boomers.
Oh, God, dude.
And these people come, well, you're a boomer, I guess, too.
True.
In a way,
60.
right? You were born in what, 19? Yeah, so you're a
Bro,
boomer.
60? I could have sworn he was at least 70.
Also. Or maybe you're a Gen Xer. I suppose it's sort of on the cusp. But it's a humorous anecdote. These are kind of the attitudes of baby boomers in society, but you're trying to spin it into a narrative, which is you're a product of your environment. Your dad's racist because of this joke. Now you're a racist, and I don't think that's a fair characterization.
Okay. People can make their own minds up. They can go back and listen to you say it. I mean, the beauty of what I'm going to talk to you about in this interview is that almost all of it is just going to be reminding you what you have said.
Oh my God, he's literally just going to do clip farming for the entire video. He's just going to pull up a clip. Here's the video. Here's the clip where you said that Jews are actually controlling society. Do you in fact believe this? And he's just going to say yes. He's going to bring up a clip and, well, this is a clip of you saying that black people are violent. Do you believe this? And then he's going to say yes. Bro.
You what you meant. Your position about that story is
the
that
epic battle. It's retard versus cuck in a battle to the death. What is happening?
It was a joke. Okay. I want to come to something else you said. This is where you talk about Jews, women, and blacks. Just take a listen. Jews,
Bro,
women.
no, man. He's literally pulling up the clip I was thinking of.
Always coming up with, no, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women. No, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Oh my God.
And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Okay.
Bro, it's obviously hyperbole. How could you see that clip and not think he's being hyperbolic? He doesn't think no women should ever have the right to speak, obviously. This is pathetic, man. Come on. Nick Fuentes has some actual views that are diabolical. You're gonna hit him with this fucking hyperbolic bullshit?
Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
That's all true. That's 100% true.
This is literally exactly what I saw, man. This is exactly what I said. He's just gonna pull up a clip. He's gonna say, what do you think of this? And he's just gonna double down.
Everything I said in that clip is true.
Including that blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part.
Bro.
Yeah. Yes.
Bro.
Well, all of them?
No, for the most part.
He literally said for the most part.
Pardon me, what percentage of American blacks would you like to see in prison?
Whatever the percentages of the murderers. I think it's 1 in 20 black men will commit a murder in their lifetime. So maybe let's say that 5%.
I love how he immediately goes after the black should be in prison for the most part, but he clearly skips the Jews running society and women should shut the fuck up comment. Very cool, Pierce. Dude, this is diabolical. Actually, why don't you debate the guy? Is this going to be a clip show?
Oh, so you're talking about black people who murder people?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Quite honestly, I think it's violent people in general. In my opinion, I think violent people, like people that are actually in fear that they might commit murder, should go to jail forever too. Like people that are violent and mentally ill, they should not be in public society either.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you didn't say that. You just said blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. You didn't clarify that you were talking about black murderers.
Right.
Oh my God.
No, you're right. That's a good addition to that. That's a great point.
You think it's funny or?
I think I do.
I'll tell you what's funny is how pathetic this entire conversation is, man.
It's hilarious. I think it's totally true.
Do you think a black
dude, Pierce, you are such a cuck. It's crazy. It's crazy. Why don't you press him on like the actual points? You're gonna sit here and be like, oh my God.
American would find it funny. You think that blacks should be imprisoned for the most part?
Blacks are my biggest fans. I get high fives all the time. They say, Nick Fuentes, I love your show. They agree with me. And you want to know why? Here's the difference. Black people.
Oh my God, someone in my chat just said, title the video, Jew reacts to Nick Fuentes. Yeah, bro, I'm very excited for them to get to the Jew parts. I'm sure he's gonna do like Holocaust denial shit and all that too.
People are the most victimized by other black people. You think black people want to live in the hood and the ghetto and get shot all the time? That's what happens in the south side of Chicago. You should come here. I'll take you there. We could go to Garfield Park.
My son went to Chicago University for a year, actually, several years ago.
Yeah, that's a bubble. That's a bubble. You think you're in Chicago?
Oh my God, he's like, I've been to Chicago. I've been to Chicago University. He hasn't been to the ghetto. You don't know what it's like. This is insane, man. Like this is the difference. like, I think that, I don't think Nick is right about everything. In fact, I think he's wrong about a lot of pretty important details. But you're literally lying, Pierce. You're a liar. You're a liar because you're afraid you'll be called racist. Yes, black communities in America are more violent than white communities. That's an objective fact, statistically. 13% of the population committing 50% of the violent crimes is an objective fact, bro.
Hyde Park, you don't know Chicago. Go a little bit west, see what it's like over there. And I'll tell you, black people agree with me because they're tired of it too. And maybe not most of them, but a lot of them agree with what I say about that because they know how it is. That's why the first thing they do when they make a little bit of money is they go and leave to another neighborhood.
Okay, so what was just remind me again, the percentage of black men who commit murder in America. What was the percentage you gave me?
It's 1 in 20. 1 in 20.
It's 1 in 100.
No, it's 1 in 20.
No. Less than 1 in 100 black US men commit murder. That's the most up-to-date crime statistics in America.
That's not true. I've seen other statistics. They say 1 in 20 will eventually commit a murder.
So your rate means that you're saying that 5 times as many black men commit murder as the official crime statistics say.
Yeah, there's a report, I believe, on X by Data Hazard. I'll have to go and double check that.
Look, I mean, statistics are all skewed. It's really hard to know at this point because they call black people, white people in the crime statistics. They let people go. They don't call different things murder. In fact, I actually had this pulled up for a separate video, but I can show it to you right now, actually, because I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this YouTube thing. This is a story about how a jury basically got a black guy off the hook because the white guy that he stabbed said the N-word after he was stabbed. A jury acquitted a violent black career criminal who admitted to stabbing a white man because the victim said the N-word after being stabbed, and they let him go. So realistically, no, I don't actually trust the stats, to be honest.
That for you, but yes, there's some pretty shocking evidence that says that it's far more alarming than you would think.
Okay, but you...
Nux Nick Fuentes hates you and want to kill you? Bro, I don't think he wants to kill me, nor hates me. I don't think he, like, thinks about me too much at all, to be honest. To be, I'd have a conversation with him. I think a lot of these people think that that just because I'm Jewish, and obviously we have very different views on Jews and Israel and stuff like that. Bro, what are we doing?
You would accept that the official crime statistics are 1 in 100, or you wouldn't accept that?
Yeah, but I totally doubt the fact. I totally doubt it's 1 in 20 black guys that are murderers, to be fair. I do think that it's maybe 1 in 20 that are violent criminals. I think that's more likely, but I definitely don't think that it's 1 in 20 that are actual murderers.
Statistic.
I don't know. I don't have it in front of me, but I've seen other evidence. Like I said, Data Hazard on X, I believe, produced a report about a year ago. It said 1 in 20. But, I mean, whether it's 1 in 20 or 1 in 100, that's a lot of people, Piers. I mean,
sure,
this is
a lot of white people commit murder, too.
Oh my God, get out of here.
Well, they do, don't they?
Okay, but it's about
But it's less. Oh my God, what is this?
I mean, white people are 65% of the population. Blacks are 13%. And I think anybody would tell you that more black people proportionally commit violent crime than white people. And people vote with their feet. People would rather pay a much higher property tax.
Most mass shootings.
What's with the interruptions?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, you look at in Chicago, in New York, these neighborhoods are so stratified.
He's so
people would rather pay a high tax rate. They'd rather pay a much higher property value to live in a less diverse, less black neighborhood because they don't want to live around the violence. And I think that when you look at even on the public transit, the subway, the Blue Line, you know, people don't want to go there because they know who occupies and menaces the public transit. It is...
Bro, diabolical. All right, so I did the fact check. Black males apparently commit 29.2 murders per 100,000 people, whereas white males commit approximately 3.5 murders per 100,000 people. So when you say, well, black people commit murders and white people commit murders as well, we are talking at a 10 times order of magnitude in the United States. Now, one thing that I actually disagree with Nick Fuentes on heavily is Nick Fuentes seems to be of the impression that that people of different races have violence built into their genetics in a certain way, or have different genetic, affiliations when it comes to some are violent, some are this, some are that. I think it is more cultural in general than that. But anyway, that's just a point of discussion. But this is wild. Like, there's no way Pierce doesn't know the straight fact that black people are committing more violent crimes than white people in America per capita.
These people like Daniel Penny had to deal with. It's people like Irina Zarutska had to deal with.
True.
And that's just the uncomfortable reality.
You've also said you don't want to live near black people. Let's take a listen to this clip.
I'm a new generation of white person. I'm not living around blacks. Sorry. You know, I want white kids, and I don't want my white kids bringing home black people to marry. It's racial for me. And call me racist. Oh, very Christian of you. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, it couldn't be clearer, really, unless you want to say that's another of your jokes. But you're basically saying...
No, that wasn't a joke. He was totally serious.
I'm a racist, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with saying you're a racist?
Not how much time you have.
Totally. I think everybody's racist.
That's why there's no way that Nick Fuentes is going to lose this debate, because he could just admit that he's racist, and that's it. Not very Christian, I mean, but that's what he is. That's what he is. He's racist, and he says he's racist, and what are you going to do? Okay, so he said he's racist, and move on, and, like, what are we doing?
I think everybody, if we're being honest, is racist. I think everybody, the only people that aren't racist or pretend not to be are white people to their detriment. Everybody else is racist.
But earlier in the interview, you got aggrieved at the idea that your father was a racist. You wanted to make emphatically sure.
Yeah, because
he's not.
Because my father doesn't share my same views on that.
So he's the exception to the everyone's a racist.
Oh my God, when he said everyone's a racist, there are obviously varying degrees of racism. What is this gotcha moment?
Well, everybody's a little bit racist. You're right. So maybe everybody, the difference is you're attacking my father. You know, he can get fired from his job.
I'm not attacking your father.
You are.
No, I'm not. I don't know your father. And to be clear, I have no knowledge about him at all. Well,
then let's leave him out of it. Let's leave him out of it if you don't know him.
Hang on, Nick. You put that story into the public domain on your show. I'm simply reminding you of what you told everybody, millions of people, about your father. If you now want to retract it, fine. If you want to say it was a joke, which is what your position was earlier, fine. But I'm allowed to put to you things you've said publicly. That's not unfair. That's not me targeting your father. You put that story about him out there.
You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
I'm asking you about a pretty shocking...
It's a little slimy, but if Nick brought up his dad or told the story of his dad and it's in the public, I feel like it's fair game.
Anecdote, which...
Right. I feel like it's fair game for peers to bring it up.
To me, looked like you were saying your father made decisions about where you as a family would eat based on skin color.
Like, I feel like it's fair to bring it up, but also, I don't think deciding where you go to eat based on the ethnicity of the people in restaurants actually paints you as a racist.
Of people who work...
Not really, it's just
if you say,
people don't
like
it.
That is not what you meant. That's fine. You can respond any way you like. But the idea I can't ask you about it without you saying I'm attacking your father is ridiculous.
It's time to start some trouble.
Well, you are, and you know what you're doing, and there's a political culture in America where if you have the wrong views, you get fired from your job. And my father has a job, and if you go on here and say, you charge him with racism or something, and I'm put in a position where I don't look like I'm sticking to my guns if I don't say my father's a racist, you're putting him in jeopardy, and he's not here to defend himself or explain his views. And it's very low, and I think you know exactly what you're doing, and people can see what you're doing. I'll defend my views, and I think that, you know, so let's leave him out of it. Let's just not talk about my father, because my father isn't here. I'm here.
Okay, well, then do you accept that you shouldn't talk about it? That's fine. But then do you accept you shouldn't talk about...
They said everyone's racist? Yes, everyone is racist, okay? All right, varying degrees of racist, but racist. All right, let's be real, all right? You would not feel as comfortable walking alone, unarmed, with no security in Somalia, but you would feel a lot more comfortable walking alone, unarmed, in Central Park. Okay, let's be real, okay? Obviously, everyone is moderately racist. That was the point that he was trying to make. The difference is some people take it further than other people. That's what he was saying, and it's objectively true. You're forging the cut. You're trying to hit him with gotchas.
About the father on your show. You shouldn't tell...
Absolutely not. Absolutely
so
not.
It's fine for you to put a story out there which would make most people who listen to that story or watched it at the time on your show conclude that he was racist. It's fine for you to do that, but if I then ask you about it, I'm the one who's being unfair and I've crossed a line. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're being malicious.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Listen, people are watching this live. They can draw their own conclusions about whether what I just did. And I'm sure afterwards, by the way, you'll say...
I mean, this is like this is a nothing situation. I think they both have valid points. On the one hand, Nick doesn't want his father to be brought up, which I get. On the other hand, he brought it into the public domain, which I also get. But just shut up and move on. Like, what are we doing?
Push me!
With your own words.
With your own words.
That's a little presumptuous. I'm not going to say it's an ambush, but I think that's a low blow. And I think you know what you're doing, and that's fine. You're a tabloid journalist. I expected that. I don't think it's an ambush because I think
Piers Morgan's a gigantic cuck. This man goes wherever the wind blows. He's a liberal that's anti-woke when being woke is not cool. Pro-Trump when being pro-Trump. Then he's anti-Trump. Then he's pro-Israel. Then he's pro-Palestine. Actual grifters, male Karen energy, for real, for real.
knew it would be like this. And people will see what you're doing, and I think they'll say it's low. But as far as you want to talk about racism, let's talk about racism.
Okay,
let's leave my dad out of it.
Look, you've admitted you're a racist. Correct?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Own it.
Okay, that's fine. You're perfectly entitled in a free democratic society to stare down the barrel of his camera.
Unlike, but not in England. England is not a free democratic society, so you are already cucked, sir.
I mean, you're a racist. People can judge you accordingly. Many people who have assumed you're racist will now heard it from your own lips. That's fine.
There you go.
That's the point.
You just come out here and confirm your admissions that he's racist. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro, have you watched any of his streams? You needed him to come out and confirm this? Is this the hard-hitting journalism that this is happening, bro? This actually matters? Bro, this doesn't matter. Are you kidding me?
Into this interview is to go over the things you said, which have led people to reach conclusions.
Dude, you know what I want? I want the meat of the debate. I want to actually get it into the... Alright, I want to get into this. Alright, and what this is, Israel owns America. Alright, get into the debate. Discuss it. Talk about why you think that. Why you think it's not like that. I don't know. Talk about that from that level. Like, but when we do like this pretend garbage, it's like you're racist, and then whoopsie, I'm gonna call you a racist now. I'm gonna label you that way. It's like, what are we doing, man?
About you, and to ascertain whether those conclusions are fair and reasonable or not. That's it. So I want to play you another clip. This is what you talk about why white people are justified in being racist.
Oh my God, again?
White people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them.
Do you stand by that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's just silent.
White people should go out of their way to avoid
Pierce
black
doesn't
people
know what to
when they
do.
see them.
Dude, you know the funniest thing is, this is exactly how I predicted the debate would go. He would just show him a clip, call him a racist, he'd double down, and Pierce would just be in silence. Look at him, but you're a racist. Hang on, hang on.
Absolutely. They would be wise.
Why?
Because it's a lose-lose proposition. If you're Irina Zarutska and you don't walk the other way, you get stabbed to death and you die.
If he was racist, she'd be alive today, maybe.
If you're somebody else and you walk on the subway and you stand near a black person or something, maybe it's fine. It's a lose-lose proposition.
You don't get Pierce doing this on purpose. To what goal? Like, obviously he's doing this on purpose. He's gonna get you.
Position. So no, I think that white people have been beaten into submission. They were afraid to tell.
Nick to say it, bro. Nick said that everything was straight. Like, I think you people missed the boat here. I really do. I feel like you people missed the boat. I think what's honestly important is the fact that this debate is the entire reason why young men are gravitating toward Nick Fuentes over gravitating towards Pierce Morgan. Young men just don't want to live in the world and have to look like you're from you don't look racist and you walk down a dangerous street in a neighborhood, right? Like, and young men are tired of that shit. Like, absolutely tired of it. And they'll say, yeah, it's because there's more violence in black communities. And Pierce Morgan will be, oh, I was at the University of Chicago and there's no violence. See what I mean? Like, it's a nothing. It's an actual nothing. If anything, this is just going to make things look way better forever.
Well, the truth about it, and the truth is that when you go into these major cities like New York or Chicago,
the fact that it's labeled racist, it means nothing anymore. It's completely worthless now.
I believe she was in North Carolina. There is a menace, which is young, black, adolescent men. They're extremely violent, and we have been told that we have to pretend like they are every other person. We have to be colorblind to that. And we're supposed to go and be in the midst of all this danger. And I think that at this point, it's gotten out of control. You look at the BLM movement, they said that the reason that black people, are violent, or the reason there's crime, is because of police brutality, or redlining, or all these other things. They said we need to get rid of the police, we need to defund them. And a lot of cities did. A lot of cities like Chicago, for example, the police changed the rules of engagement. They don't chase them. It's not a felony if you steal a certain amount of merchandise. They won't chase them on foot. And now the city's totally up for grabs. And now whether you're in the Gold Coast, or whether you're on the Mac Mile, or you're in the worst neighborhoods in the city, You might get shot, you might get mugged, someone might run up on you. And I tell my followers, it is better to be perceived as racist or racist and walk the other way and maybe keep your life than to say, I'm a good anti-racist. I don't mind that this person's making me uncomfortable. Maybe he's looking a little froggy. I'm going to sit down because I'm a good person and get stabbed, mugged, whatever. And by the way, this is a strategy. They call it the friendly stranger. There's a crew of them. They do this in Chicago. They stand outside bars, black people, they approach strangers. It's a robbery crew. And they pretend to be a friendly stranger and then they mug them. And stupid white people say, oh, hi, yeah, nice to meet you. You know, they grin, they laugh, they put up with the nonsense, and then they get mugged, or worse. Sometimes they get executed. And so as a white person...
How do you feel about mass shootings at school?
Well, actually, most mass shooters in school are white people, so equal violence, you're racist.
I think they're bad.
Who do you think commits the vast majority?
I'm sure it's white people.
Right. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, but it's 0.0000001% of white people that commit mass shootings, and it's whatever the statistic was black people that commit murder. According to Nick, it's 5% of black people commit murder. Like, how could you possibly compare this? This is the most pathetic gotcha I've ever heard in my entire life.
I think that white people do more antisocial violence. I think black people participate in more gang violence. I think that's a difference.
What's the difference to the victim?
Right.
There's no difference to the victim. That's a different kind of crime. It's a different proportion also. You know what percentage of white people are school shooters?
I know that the vast majority of mass shootings in schools in America this century are perpetrated by young white men.
Bro, here. Have you never heard of per capita?
I'm curious whether your advice would be to people who have kids in these schools. Should they avoid white people at school? Should people with kids at school avoid young white men at school?
No.
Okay.
Do you know what per capita means? Do you know proportionality? They're more.
He has the same question as me. Do you not know what per capita means, sir?
Black people proportion.
The last words Charlie Kirk said, including gang violence. Bro, that's literally what we're doing right here. Pierce, this is pathetic.
Definitely, that engage in violent crime or involved in gangs, especially in major cities, then there are white people that are school shooters compared to the entire white population.
Like, think about it for a second. Most school shooters are white.
And everybody understands that.
Two-thirds of mass shootings at school perpetrated by white people.
He's just repeating himself. No.
But what proportion of white men commit school shootings?
Oh my god, this is insane. This is crazy. Did you know that most people that get in plane crashes die? Just go on plane. Because most people that end up in plane crashes die. That's what he's doing.
That's the question.
I've just told you. It's 65% of school shootings.
You're telling me what proportion of school shootings are committed by white people. I'm saying what proportion of white people have committed school shootings. Are you playing dumb or are you just not that smart?
What's the difference for the children lying down on the ground?
This dude is actually, he's fighting with Somalia level IQ right now. This is pathetic.
See, now you want to jump on the victims. The difference is you're asking, would you fear white people or black people? And that's the difference. The difference is
what I'm saying to you is by your logic,
he's literally using statistics to lie.
If we now have agreed that the vast majority of mass shootings in schools are committed by white people and predominantly young white men, then presumably your advice would be to avoid young white men.
No!
They won't because they're white.
No! So are you dumb? This is pathetic. This is pathetic, dude.
Playing dumb or are you actually dumb?
Maybe
It's
I'm
about
dumb.
proportionality.
Maybe I'm dumb.
You are because you're, well, I don't think you are dumb. I think you're smart actually, but you're deliberately avoiding per capita. And everybody knows that's the difference.
Yep.
What proportion of white men are school shooters? It's probably 0.00001%. Yep. What proportion of black men have committed violent crimes? It's probably like 5%. I guess I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it's very high. And I would add to that, even as it concerns schools. Why do you think parents pay a super high property tax to live in a school district where there's white people? Because they know that if they go to the black school, it's going to be the Bloods and the Crips. It's going to be gangs. It's going to be...
I love how Pierce also, like, look at what he's doing. He's, like, looking at whatever his producer is sending him. Like, he's debating Nick while some guy is feeding him statistics, and it's not working.
They know that if they go to the black school, it's going to be the Bloods and the Crips. It's going to be gangs.
He's so afraid to be called racist. He's not willing to acknowledge actual facts. You could argue it's not racist. want. Literally, whatever argument you want. But this is pathetic, man.
It's going to be, you know, you talk about school shootings. Nobody talks about all the school shootings that are committed by gangbangers in and around the school, and all the other violence that's associated with that. I mean, these schools in the south side of Chicago, you know, it's just not.
I have an answer for you, Nick. So the proportion of the population who carry out mass shootings is actually the same. The black and white.
For white people, the proportion of
Oh my God, this is pathetic. Yes, you're right. You're right. Black people and white people. There's 5 times the amount of white people that are black people. So that means the black are this guy knows nothing about statistics. Like, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Again, are you hearing it? No.
See, I think the trouble with your statistics is a lot of them don't bear much scrutiny. We have a bunch of fact checkers checking all this.
Oh, you don't bear much scrutiny. You don't bear scrutiny, he says while whipping out actual bullshit
in real time. Because you do have a tendency to just come out with a lot of old baloney. And when you say, you know, well, it's true. And when you're confronted with reality, you don't like it.
What's the figure? What proportion of white people have committed school shootings? With white people as the denominator and white people that have committed school shootings as the numerator, what's that percentage?
For both black and whites, the proportion of the population carry out mass shootings generally is about the same.
Yeah, you're right. Except the white population is 5 times the size of the black population. So what do you think is happening? But like this is the saddest thing in the world. Like, he's trying so hard. He's trying so hard. I don't know who he's even trying to fool here.
Tell me the number, and then
the only focus of your attention is the black shootings.
Oh my God, you are pathetic,
You don't want to live around black people. You want to avoid black people. You don't want interracial marriages or relationships that may produce black people. And yet, when I point out to you that there are many paths of crime in America where actually there's a majority of white people that perpetrate them, you don't care. You don't have any interest in that. It doesn't exercise your mind.
You're out here acting like a soy goy.
No one's buying this. This argument lost. No one is buying this. Everybody understands per capita, and people can even see what you race ahead and say, well, we're comparing the proportion of white and black school shooters. I said, no, here's the proportion of school shooters that are white versus violent criminals that are black, because that was the basis of the monologue, is that you're very likely, if you encounter black people or a young black man in the city, that you're going to be the victim of a violent crime, of a robbery, a mugging, a car theft, a carjacking, or a murder. That's the difference, and it's about proportionality. And everybody sees past that, because we all live in reality. You want to talk about product of your environment? People that live in New York, Chicago, LA, we live in reality. We live in this environment, and we see what it's like. And the threat, the danger, in terms of probability,
he's just objectively right, man.
It's not even comparable. And I would say this, to your point. If you're in a high school, and truly, if you see a white person who looks like a little autistic, he's got the SSRI stare, and he reaches for a backpack, people joke and say, run! Similarly, if you see a jalopy pulling up with a bunch of black people in it and they got their pants around the ankles, you're going to run also. And I'm saying the same thing. The difference is the latter happens much more often. It's much more common. You know, in Chicago, there's like 10,000 carjackings and car thefts every day. Yeah. It's in the thousands.
Yeah, no,
it
dude,
happens
there are people getting killed in Chicago like daily. It's fucking crazy, man. Dude, Pierce, you are like so pathetic. And it's all because he refuses to acknowledge that some facts might make him look racist. Facts aren't racism, man.
All the time. How many mass shootings committed by autistic SSRI white people? I don't even know. I mean, it's probably in the single digits in the last decade in the city. That's the difference, and everybody knows that. But you're really just trying to carry water for liberal ideology. It's an ideological position.
I'm really not. I can absolutely say yes. There is way too much involving guns in Chicago.
And black on white crime.
Also.
Yes, but there is way too much gun violence in Chicago, right?
Oh my God, you've got to be fucking kidding me. He's trying everything. Like, he is literally pulling out the liberal boomer handbook. Well, actually, it's the guns that are killing people. It's not the black people that are killing black people. It's the guns. It's the guns that are killing them. Bro, in England, people are getting killed with fucking knives, all right? What are we doing?
I mean, it's...
Yeah.